what the sound my penis pump makes. All right, guys, welcome back to Future Dramatic Men podcast. Let's go ahead and get week number 3 fired away.
Oh, yeah.
So, Caden, what do you got?
In big tech news, we all know where this is going. Our boy, our man,
Cliff
Kingsbury is off to USC.
Abs himself.
Yeah.
So I heard, I don't know if this is actually true or not, but I heard that wasn't a done deal. He never.
At USC?
Yeah, the agent said that he never technically signed on the dotted line. But I mean, how much fact that is, I have no idea. But
what we do know is he got a $5 million check to leave Tech, so good for him.
Yeah, for that.
It's so dope. Like if you sign your contract and then the school has to pay you money to leave.
They have to pay you out.
It's awesome.
I need to be on that.
Head coaching jobs are the best.
Yeah, I need to be on that kind of standard.
Yeah.
In other news,
skip hourly.
He'll be a
skip
good
salary.
OC
anywhere, yeah, for sure.
He's too innovative.
But we definitely downgraded on a coach. That's for damn
I don't
sure.
know if I like him.
What do we got? Freaking Johnny Tsunami as our OC now.
No,
I like our OC.
we got
He's
Owen
cool.
Wilson. What's his name? Hold on.
I forgot what his name
I'm
was.
looking it up.
He
But
looks
it's
like Johnny Tsunami. Just
I
insanity.
forgot. He said he gets Owen Wilson a bunch. Oh, he said he gets Sunshine from Remember the Titans.
You know what? There will never be an uglier coach. Or, you know what? I'm not going to go that far. Worst hairdo than West Virginia's head coach. He's balding horribly, wears a visor, and combs his hair over through his visor.
Oh,
It is bad.
Who is that?
West Virginia.
Here, I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
pull up
and
the
he's
picture.
balding too.
Jeez,
It's pretty bad.
no bueno.
He looks like a really old, angry uncle of yours.
I'm
He's like,
picturing
"Oh,
it.
damn it.
This is the head coach.
Defense! Yeah, that's basically him.
I know who it is, but I can't put a face to him.
Oh, that's him, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
bad.
He's got a balding, but he combs his side hair over his balding to make it look like he didn't do anything to it.
Oh,
Or that
the
he says
visor
there.
does him wonders though.
No, but that's the thing is the camera comes from the stands down.
That's true. That's what it looks like. That's bad. So that was just a good angle on the first one you showed me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, let's see if I can get the ultimate visor.
Some people just need to give up, and that he's one of them. He needs to go ahead and cut it.
Yeah, he just
Not give up
Just
on life,
shave.
just give up on
Just
his
needs
hair.
There
to
you go.
give up.
Are
Just
you ready?
Yeah.
get out. That's
Oh,
terrible.
Yeah.
It's
Get
it's
hair plugs.
It's a balding mullet.
to get hair plugs.
It's a balding mullet.
Yeah, because it's really long still.
Yeah, it's definitely close to the shoulders, but
Yeah,
he
not a fan
likes
of
it,
that guy.
yeah.
I'd rather he just trim it all up a little bit short. And even if he rocked out with a half dome, just half bald, I would be okay with that. But since he's
Yeah, dude, just at least shave the hair. You know?
it's bad. It's
Do you think you guys are gonna go bald?
no.
No. Well,
I'm going bald 100%. Every single man in my family, both sides is bald, or
Yeah.
damn near.
well, maybe you'll get the recessive trait.
Yeah, hopefully I got my mom's genes.
Y'all have seen my dad recently, right?
Mhm.
He's got kind of the receding corners a little bit, but he's still got hair, good hair,
Yeah, no,
functional hair.
that man definitely has a whole lock of hair for his age.
But
I mean, I'm not gonna name his age on recording
no,
or
he's
everything.
doing pretty good.
But yeah, he's doing pretty well for a
And
middle-aged man.
my dad's dad, and my grandfather and my grandfather's brother are both one of them's dead, so they both had the half
R.I.P.
dome. Yeah. So I thought for sure my dad would go bald. Didn't end up going bald. I have thick hair. My dad still has good hair. My mom's dad, great hair all the way up until he died. It's I'm feeling pretty good about this. I'm liking my odds.
Yeah, Flojo will always be here.
Caden, enjoy it while you got
Flo.
it.
Yeah,
Flojo.
I'm not cutting my hair. People are like, "Oh, get a low fade." I'm like, "Nah,
I don't know how many days I got left.
I'm holding on to this as long as I can."
Yeah, you're adding me on the low fade.
Yeah,
I keep telling you
I
get a
know.
low fade.
I'm not doing it.
Well, I mean,
Well,
according to my family, I mean my grandpa still has a pretty good lock of hair, and I don't know my dad's real like father, so meh. But my dad is kind of
another
balding.
story.
Yeah, my dad's kind of balding, so I don't know. I think it's 50-50, but I definitely have my mom's hair, and they all have like solid locks of hair. So
Well, congrats to you guys. Hopefully you have a life
Of
filled with
luscious,
hair.
You know it.
luscious hair.
Because my days are numbered.
Hate to see him go like that.
Absolutely.
But the thing is like, once it starts to go, I'm going to accept it.
Are you just gonna go shiny?
Yeah.
All right.
And hopefully by that time I'll have like a full rockin' beard, and it'll equal itself
Just
out.
be a nice thick one, so
Yeah.
beard, and then you're yeah.
So my brother-in-law, he was like balding midway through college, and he just shaved it. Like that was it.
Yeah. Oh, if you're that young,
They're like 27.
if you're like,
He's been shiny dumb as long as I've
you
known him.
either go hair plugs if you really got to keep your hair, or you just got to commit to
Nah,
the,
no.
because the balding look when you're like in your 20s is not a good look.
No, you gotta go Mr. Clean or fix it.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
just
know.
rock it.
Y'all think people who are balding in mid 20s?
Balding, yeah,
But
in
bald-
their 20s. Bald is fine,
Okay,
because if you're bald, you're rocking it.
I agree. It's kind
It's
of
like you've committed to being bald.
it's not like your fault that you're balding,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
it is kind of like
It's
Yeah.
a thing. It's
Yeah.
a
Like
thing.
but if
Yeah.
your hairline is like starting to recede to like the middle of your head, you gotta just cut it, because it's just getting too much.
yeah.
Just cut it, dude.
There's
Just cut it, bro.
a soccer player that plays on why am I going blank? Liverpool. He plays on Liverpool. His name's Mane, and his
Mane.
his receding hairline is like right here,
Half.
but he still has hair.
In the back. Yeah, no.
It's pretty funny.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I don't know anyone with a worse hairline besides LeBron James. But
Yeah. But he has the money. I don't know. Sometimes there's been a couple summers where LeBron's come back and his hairline's been like he added like 2 or 3 inches to his hairline.
That's so sketchy.
But then I get whatever he was doing, he couldn't keep up with it. So like by the like halfway point during the season, it was like back to where it was before.
Ugh, dude, that's rough.
Yeah,
you
it's
put
weird.
like Bosley on it or something.
I guess
or
something like that. Yeah,
Captain
And he just-
Rogaine.
He couldn't like
Captain Rogaine.
keep up with it because I guess his schedule or the constant sweat. I don't know I don't know. All
That's
I know
when-
is that he had a hairline. He didn't have a hairline, and then he had one, and then it was gone again.
That is
I don't like it.
He also didn't do himself any favors when he stopped wearing the headband.
yeah.
He used to wear the headband, so he used to cut it. He used to make it look smaller.
What
like
you
the
can't
gap.
see, you don't know.
Yeah, and then he stopped wearing it, and now he's not.
Yeah,
Now you can definitely tell that he doesn't.
Yeah.
It's like big sweatshirts
His
on
hairline
girls.
sucks.
If you can't see it, you don't know that there's no tits under there.
Yeah,
Big facts.
There's like a little. You know how Family Guy does those like cutaways.
Yes.
Yes. I
Yes,
think
my favorite episode is just a cutaway to Conway Twitty.
so.
There's
For
a
like
cut-
2.5 minutes, the whole video.
There's a cutaway to like it was like because Russian, I guess like the stereotype for Russian people, they wear like those big like poofy jackets,
Mhm.
and then so
GTA
it was,
4
like,
style.
and then they were like it was like the guy and a girl, and they were about to like hook up, but they didn't know what each other looked like. So then she took hers off, and she had like a good body. He was like, yes, and he took his off, and he was just like fat, and it just everything just popped out. She's like, oh.
Well, that's winner's
That's
cupping
pretty low.
season.
It's a pretty low blow. Man.
That's one of the best parts about winter. You get to hide
The
in
winter
your
weight.
jacket. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can just hide it all.
I also think you can dress pretty flashy. Like you have
Yeah.
all the power to
You can-
like look really good.
You can
when it's wintertime.
accessorize like no other. Like,
Mhm.
I mean,
You throw on a jacket with
Yeah.
anything, and you're like,
and a,
It
and a
gets
scarf
boosted.
if you're
Yeah.
feeling it.
oh, Joey with the
I
scarves.
do wear
You
scarves
like
all
the
the time.
scarves. You do
I have
like
a
the
functional one that makes me look like a terrorist, and then I have a regular one that my girlfriend doesn't hate.
scarves.
Yeah, you look so scary when it's like those when winter really hits out here, and you
I don't
put
give
it,
a fuck.
You put it over,
Yeah,
and you can only see your eyes. Like, oh,
I cover my mouth. It
Joey's
warms my neck.
a
I'm
bad guy.
I have my
Yeah.
hat all the way like I'm locked in. I have 3 layers on. I'm warm. You can't see me. Half of me is camouflage.
I don't know what I'm gonna do in Cleveland
I could
for
honestly
the winter.
I could leave class, walk off of campus, and go sit in a deer blind. Like that's the same. It's
Just
really
like
the
what
same.
you wear.
It's what I wear. Is the
You
exact
always,
same.
yeah, you definitely look very cozy when you're going in and out of like
And with all that neck
School.
support, I don't even need to like knock my head back and
You're- it's
sleep.
just
You're just like stiff.
Like I'm just
big
like
stiff.
just eyes closed. That's the only difference. It's great.
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do in Cleveland
R.I.P.
or in
Mason.
Ohio. Yeah, I might die.
Here lies Mason Shank.
If you die, can I have your Xbox since it's newer?
No, I'm giving it to Joey.
Suck it.
No, let me get the new one and then he can have mine.
I don't trust
Why?
that you'll give it to me.
What am I gonna do with 2 Xbox?
I don't know. You have
Just-
16 TVs.
I
at
believe
your
the
house.
plural would be
It's
Xbox
not
I,
16.
but
Oh, shut up, Mason.
X beast.
Xboxes.
Xbox Eye. Like cacti, same thing.
Anyways,
Or is Xbox just like fish, where it's just Xbox is Xbox plural's all the same.
kind of like a moose,
Meese.
just moose.
I dig,
Mooses.
I dig meese.
No,
It's like
put it-
goose.
you don't say.
geese.
You don't say. Oh, that's a pack of meese. It's a pack of moose.
It's a
No,
pack of mooses.
no, it's a flock of geese. It's a flock of meese.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mason.
Anywho,
just kicking
I'm
it.
going to die because I've never been up in the north in that kind of weather. Apparently, it's very different to the weather down here. But I honestly think we're like it's still cold here because we get what 32, 31, but it's also with like 30-mile-an-hour
We
winds.
might
you know,
we might not have a foot and a half of snow, but we have wind chill factor.
which it'll be 31,
We
but
do
it'll
have
feel
that.
like 12.
Here lies Mason Shank. He died when it was 23. The low is negative 18. Didn't even make it there.
Didn't even make it. So I'm kind of scared about that. But you know, I do get to dress a little flashy.
Yeah, just layer.
Get
You'll be
my
alright.
get my layers on, you know.
Maybe you can buy a nice coat out there.
Maybe. Well, they asked me if I knew what snow boots were, and I
Got
thought
roasted.
well, I thought they were like the snowboarding shoes.
Not quite.
No, they're
No.
not even close. So, yeah, they definitely roasted me for that.
It's because
I bet.
snowboarding boots are pretty much not useful for anything else.
I love roasting Mason when he doesn't know stuff.
Well,
It's one of my
now's
favorite-
your time.
one of
I've
my
started to
favorite
take
pastimes.
more, I don't know, pity is the wrong word, but it's not the right word. Because, like, I don't want to, like, whenever I know Mason doesn't know something, I don't go for the jugular anymore. I just feel bad.
Oh, I go
I don't
for
want to
it.
do it.
I just started doing it, so
I don't
Listen,
want
this is Caden's words. I lift it up. Someone's gonna knock it down,
yeah.
and it's always Caden.
You,
So
if you lob it
it's
up,
you gotta lob it. You're gonna dunk it.
I'm gonna.
I
Throw
wish
it
my
down.
girlfriend would say those words.
In what context?
Yeah, seriously, I want to know.
Jeez.
You brought it up. What context?
No, someone's got to knock it down.
Someone. Well, anyways,
It's a joke, guys.
Caden always needs to throw it down for some reason, and
It's
it's
just
always
like
it's
if-
always
if you're
referenced to
gonna-
me though.
You say a lot of, no offense, dumb stuff. So like if you say something really stupid, but you do it to me too. Like when I say something, I don't do it as often. But if I say something stupid, you're the first one to hop on it.
Well, I think that's
I
well
wonder-
deserved now.
I wonder why.
Yeah, but it was like a mutual thing. But it's like I can't help that he says more dumb stuff like more often than
It's not
I do.
my fault. I gotta throw it down when he keeps lobbing shit up.
Yeah, I mean, why not? If you throw a oop, someone's gonna dunk it.
mean-
Wouldn't you rather be me than someone else?
Yeah, I guess.
See, boom,
Yeah, I guess.
problem solved.
I didn't want to name drop, but I don't want Zach to be throwing it down.
No.
I'm not gonna.
If somebody gets if somebody gets very medium well roasted by Zach, they're not my friend anymore.
I'm not gonna talk about him.
The day's
'cause I don't
gonna-
want my insults out there about somebody.
That's fair. Let's go ahead and
Moving forward, I am going to die very soon
weather.
of weather.
Natural causes because it's nature.
It is, yeah.
That's not how that works, though. Actually, there was a coroner report once from like a basically death by police. A guy was in a shootout with police. They surrounded his home, and the coroner put natural causes on his death certificate because he was shot 64 times.
Wait,
Interesting.
Because if you get shot 64 times, you die. It's natural. But that somebody came in and changed that. Because,
Okay.
but like that was the original reporting was, oh, he died of natural causes. You get shot 64 times, you die.
Dang.
It's only natural.
It's only natural. Well, yeah, no
I mean,
shit.
that makes sense, but that's not how the written rules work.
Yeah, that doesn't.
Didn't
It makes
say
sense, but it doesn't make sense.
because according to the
Exactly.
encyclopedia,
I wish I had a dump button on my mic.
a dump.
A dump button. So like,
Joey just knocked over his mic.
so that if I was about to cough, I could just like hit the mute button, cough, and then come back.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
It's a little,
Yeah.
yeah, you know,
Just a little.
It's like a little push to talk.
yeah. Well, moving forward, I wanted to talk about. Well, I didn't want to talk about this, but because it's kind of roasting myself, I guess. But in their episode 0, I told y'all that I like movies and I don't know,
Stuff.
gaming and
Oh,
a lot of
yeah.
stuff.
Movies,
Stuff,
especially.
stuff.
It turns out that he doesn't love movies as much as we thought.
Now, that's not true. I love movies.
Are you coming out as a fraud?
Yes, he's just beating around the bush. That's what's happening. Yeah.
No, it's not what I'm doing. I like
Go ahead.
movies.
Finish
I'm
telling
a big
us.
fan of movies.
What
I've seen a lot of movies, but you know what I haven't seen?
Oh
A
no.
lot of classic movies.
Yeah,
And I'm going to admit that because I haven't
like a lot of movies that like everybody
has seen.
has and
Okay.
should see.
Okay. You're beating around the bush. Rocky. Any of them. He hasn't seen them. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, well, he just watched Back to the Future for the very first time, and he's 21 years old.
Oof.
Oof.
I think that's the only thing you can say.
And Rocky, you would like Rocky, but Rocky's like you have to like want to watch that type of movie.
That's true.
Anybody can watch Back to the Future. It's like a cult classic.
Well,
comedy.
since it's coming close to New Year's, my New Year's resolution was not only to lose weight, which is never going to happen because my option of losing weight doesn't like come with working out. So
Or
I guess
eating.
or eating,
right?
So, yeah. So I mean, I guess that's out of the picture. But another one was to watch more classical movies. I already got a list.
That's too easy.
And it's not too
No, it's
easy.
not.
That's a lot of time that I have
that's
to
a
be
good-
put into.
That's a good like.
You could probably
achievable-
knock it out over winter, over the holidays.
You probably will.
Yeah, I'm not doing shit over the holidays.
You
So
should try to bang out as many as you can.
one thing I'm gonna
what's on
try.
your, what else? What else on your list?
I couldn't tell you. I literally went on Rotten Tomatoes, and
Just, like,
they have
looked
they have a little thing that it's for every single decade. They have 140 movies like must see.
Mm-hmm.
That you couldn't
And-
do that in your life, could you?
Well, you could. What do you mean?
How many hours is that?
Well, I'm only taking like 30 of the 140.
Okay, I was
and
gonna
then
say,
Yeah,
and
you don't
then
have to see all.
I know. No.
140 per decade.
Well, I was talking to one of our coworkers, and because he's like a movie buff, we'll just call him Bo, and he's like he is a movie buff, like it is insane. And I was like, oh, wait, like how do you know this? He's like, oh, dude, I've always been like a movie guy. I don't know. And I was like, you don't like come across as a movie person at all. But hey, I respect that because dude, he knew all the actors, the actresses, the directors. He like knew everything about the movies that I kept saying. He's like, dude, you never seen this? You never seen this? I'm like, no,
Really?
I've not
Damn it,
seen
damn
any
it.
of these. But so he kept saying, that I mean, if you want to watch that, you can watch it, but like don't. But he's like, we go through like all of it, and he didn't know like maybe 3 on each. So I was impressed with that. Like, so 3 out of the 140 on each one. So he didn't know maybe like roughly 6 to 10 movies, which I thought was pretty impressive. And I mean, Patrick, dude, I keep name dropping. I'm sorry, but I mean, he kept like walking in and like he had some more roast sesh on me when I kept saying no, and he kept going, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like, you haven't seen that? Like, leave kind of thing. But I was trying to get paid, so I didn't leave. Anyways, my New Year's resolution, I'm trying to watch more movies, more classical movies.
I think that's a really good.
and yeah, I think
Year's
it's a good
resolution.
because I mean, if I say I really like movies and I haven't seen like a lot of classical movies, I mean, I could say I have seen Titanic like 10 times.
I've never seen.
I haven't seen Titanic.
I'm not
so
interested.
Here I am talking shit, and I haven't seen one of the most classic movies of all time. So.
It's really, I mean, it's a good movie, I
It's
guess,
not
but
worth
it's
my
not.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's if you don't like romance, it's not the best movie. So
I am anti-romance, so
I like it when it goes bing, bing, and bang, bang. And go,
Pew pew. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, you little pew, pew. Little pew, pew.
What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Pew, pew.
Elf.
Christmas movie? Oh, dude, there's so many. But I'm gonna. You already said Elf. I'm not gonna say it. I like A Christmas Story. That's always a big classic for me.
Easy. Die Hard every time.
I knew that was coming.
I freaking
After we
Die
said pew pew, like I do something.
Yeah, it's
like
gotta be.
that with the big
Dude,
explosions coming.
Die Hard. It's a Christmas movie.
I also like National Lampoons.
Yes, it is. It's kind of like Christmas time. And everybody's at the airport. It's great.
I got 3. Elf, number 1. Santa Claus 2.
The second one when he
Yeah,
has to find a wife.
Yeah, the one with like the toy version of him.
Mm-hmm. That's a
And
good one.
then Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, that. You know they made a more recent one.
Really?
Yeah, I don't really care for it, but yeah,
Nah.
I've never seen it.
Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sinbad. Those are the
Yeah.
2. That's a good movie.
I
But I
agree.
watch Elf every year.
Yeah.
Elf's my jam.
Well, what was it? Freeform's 25 Days of Christmas came out.
Mhm.
What used to be ABC Family or whatever.
Mhm.
And I was looking at the list, and there's a couple that I was like shocked that weren't on there, and I'm assuming it's because they don't have rights to see them anymore.
Mm.
But like there was like some mad classics that used to be on there, but like is it anymore? Hold on, let me pull up the list.
I never like watched.
So they play like Christmas with the Cranks like 5 times. How the Grinch Stole Christmas like 5 times. And other than that, and the Santa
Jim
Claus
Carrey
1
one?
and 3, they don't even play 2.
Dude,
So-
Christmas
other than-
Vacation.
It's a good one. Other than those, like there's like
Shitter's
nothing.
full.
I treat my Christmas movies like I treat going out to eat. I don't really branch out.
That's
I know,
fair.
I know what I like, and I just stick
I
to
just
it.
don't feel like that's different. I feel like that's every aspect of life.
For me,
Yeah.
Bird.
damn.
That's not a burn. Some people are just comfortable doing the same thing. And that's fine.
Maybe that should be my New Year's resolution.
Just
Get
branch
one-
To
Get
out.
just
out there.
try new things.
Get out there
Be
more.
more adventurous.
Yeah. All right.
How about you just say yes to
Yeah.
everything?
Yeah. No. I can't do. I'm not a yes man.
Mason's sliding in there. Oh, how about a fade?
How about a little short fade?
Shit. All right. Fine. Let's go.
little slip fade.
Oh, well, I'm a New Year's resolution, so
Okay. My New Year's resolution will be a twofer. It'll be try to be more adventurous, and try to say yes
You don't-
to more things.
But you don't say like no. Like I feel like you have a pretty good balance of yes and no though.
yeah.
So I was just saying.
I mean, like,
you
if
gotta say
someone's
yes to
like,
everything
if
now.
someone wants me to like go hang out with them or do something, and I really don't want to, I'm gonna be like, nah, I'm good.
hey, come smoke.
Yeah, nah, I'm good, bro. Like what you did to me on
What?
Friday. You were like, I really just want to stay inside. I was like, I respect that. You was like, I just want to stay home on Friday.
Oh yeah.
You don't want to go out, and I was like, you know what? I respect
Well, you
that.
didn't respect it until you were already at the bar. But
I was joking at work though. That was my last ditch effort, and then I didn't say anything about it until I was out, until we were in line.
fair.
uh,
Fair.
Yeah.
let's.
So yeah,
I'm gonna go.
Joe's gonna be like,
I don't even
you
know.
pick a hard one.
I don't know what my freaking New Year's. By the way, New Year's is my favorite holiday. Fuck all of the other ones.
Really? Why?
I don't know. It's fun because I get to watch everyone be unbelievably
Intoxicated.
intoxicated, and then everybody gets to pretend. Everybody's being completely fake about themselves and with themselves because everybody gets to pretend. Oh, it's a new beginning. It's a new year. Like Aaron said,
yeah.
all it's so.
Well, everyone becomes a virgin after New Year's. So
Yeah. So I mean, come on.
just completely goes.
But yeah. First of all, kiss. Second of all, actually, let's start off. First, alcohol. Second, you get to kiss somebody on the last minute and first minute of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody is lying to themselves at some point in the night.
And that makes it the best holiday.
It is just massively entertaining. Entertainment value through the roof. Entertainment value on TV, beer in a can.
What'd y'all do last New Year's?
Last New Year's,
Why do I have to think about this so hard?
Yeah, what did I do?
Me and my girlfriend and her friend, we went out to Uptown.
Was that fun? Are y'all gonna do it again?
Yeah, I don't know what our plans were. I got a friend talking about he wants to go to New Orleans.
Oof.
During New Year's.
Yeah, and do
That kind
bourbon.
of sounds fun.
A lot of titties.
Yeah, it seems a little crazy.
Could work out.
So maybe New Orleans, maybe Austin, maybe just Dallas. Who knows?
Just
Those are all
just-
good options. So
Just Dallas.
Just Dallas.
just Dallas. Yeah,
you
just
know.
Dallas.
You know.
If I'm lucky, I can spend it out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
I like
The
the
ranch.
it
The
was
ranch
really
is a
fun,
good
like,
place.
The place we went to, it was called Idle Rich Pub. So it had like it was an actual pub in Uptown. It was like a chill place. They closed down, but we walked in, and we ran into a girl that we knew from high school, and she was a waitress, and the girls, they saw each other and they're like, oh my god, hey, and then they gave each other hugs, and then I went to the bathroom, and when I came out, Katie was holding 2 bottles of champagne for free.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
Oh shit.
that's awesome.
I'm
So,
in.
yeah, it was
I'm
awesome.
in.
So that's what we did.
No, I now remember what I did. I went to my buddy's house, and it was just a group of our like good high school buddies, and we just hung out and went.
Just kicked it.
Yeah, I mean, like we drank or whatever, but yeah, we just kind of did our own thing. We like sat in the hot tub, which probably wasn't the best idea, and got us like a lot more drunk than we probably
Dude,
should be.
No,
But
I'm
I mean, just
sorry.
because yeah, dude, hot tubs, alcohol,
I'm a
not
big
a good
fan
thing.
of getting drunk. Like, let's be honest, I love getting drunk.
But hot tubs,
I've
yeah.
slowly become less and less of a fan of doing dumb stuff while like drinking that could cause problems, like sitting in a hot tub.
I wouldn't
Wait, what
consider
is-
that
what
to
is-
be.
You sweat water out, and so your BAC climbs like crazy.
I wouldn't say it's like a terrible idea, but it's not something you should probably
Pay
be doing.
attention.
Yeah,
Pay
yeah, you
very
got
close
you got
attention.
you got to have like a little. You
Alright.
got to have your head on a
Because
swivel.
if you take like a couple shots and drink a couple beers and you get in the hot tub, you're gonna go from being drunk to being like, whoa.
yeah, you're just gonna like start seeping through,
No.
and it's water too, so you got to like if you're gonna pass out or something, like
You could drown.
you could drown,
yeah.
and it could be pretty bad. But it was pretty funny that night because I don't know if we were supposed or we were allowed to or not, but I just like everyone just kind of like got like a little like I guess too wasted, and like everyone just kind of like started like passing out one by one, and I just like casually walked in his parents' room, or they weren't there, they were gone, they were like in like I think they were in Austin or something, like they were doing their own thing like out of town. And I just like casually like swooped in their bedroom, just like took a nice sleep in their bedroom.
Damn.
Took a nice sleep in the bedroom.
Took a nice sleep in the parents' bedroom.
They know about it, so they were like, I don't really care, I
it
guess.
doesn't- Probably just like clean the sheets and just.
Yeah.
went
Well, I
on with
didn't.
their
Like, I
day.
didn't. Yeah,
Well, yeah, but like if a random kid was sleeping in my bed, I'd clean the sheets.
Mason slides into a
I
king
know
size
who I
bed.
am.
Or
If they didn't,
if,
okay,
if my
fair.
son's friends came over and one of them slept in my bed, my sheets are getting clean. Just 'cause
Mason.
it's like
I can
don't
see
know.
Mason
It's
like
gross.
just being drunk, wandering into the only closed door in the house. And he's like, "Oh, this is nice." He like pulls down the comforter, props himself up with all 50 throw pillows in the front. And he's like, you Pornhub.
No.
And he's like, "Wow, don't mind if I do." And in the morning, he like slides his feet over the side of the bed, puts the slippers on, he goes to the bathroom.
Not even my slippers.
Yeah, he just throws on a robe with some random initials on. He's like, "Oh, this is nice."
So I got a funny New Year's
Like a
Eve
nice
story.
bath bomb, you know.
He has
Have a
glitter
night
on
of it. Yeah, have a night of it. Might as well.
So on a New Year's back in like maybe like sophomore or junior year in high school,
Underage drinking.
I wasn't. I didn't do that.
Cannot confirm or deny.
Well, I did underage drink because I. Beside the point.
yes.
I'm sorry, what? You heathen.
Well, college. So in high school, some of my friends were drinking, and they were with their parents. Like all the parents came over, and like they were hanging out, and then so we all went and chilled in the hot tub, and we'll call him Jack. So everybody decided to mess with my friend Jack and pretend to give him champagne with air quotes. But instead of champagne, it was just like sparkling cider.
Oh,
But they didn't tell him, so they filled it up and then just like kept feeding it to him. And then they were like, "Oh yeah, Jack, you're fucked up, huh?" And he was like going along with it. And
Oh, that's sad. That's
Aw,
so
poor
sad.
so he was feeling himself, and he was like, and then like everybody let it go on for like a long time.
That's so sad.
And then maybe like 30 or 45 minutes later, we were like, hey, Jack, that wasn't alcohol. That was literally just juice.
And then he like
He was
tries to be like,
Yeah.
what do you mean?
He's
I'm
like, no,
pretty
I swear I'm
fucked
feeling it. And we were like, bro, no, it's just juice.
up." Guaranteed.
I would say we're
Just
his
grape
friends,
juice.
but clearly not there.
No, we were all we were all there. It was just a
Poor-
relationship we had.
Yeah.
But
Was
yeah.
he mad about it?
No,
Just kind of embarrassing.
I get- No.
you know who he is. So
Yeah.
I
I've
mean,
heard
I
that
guess.
story before.
I guess, yeah. There's nothing really you can do.
He doesn't really sweat much, that guy.
no,
So
Yeah.
he probably
he
didn't
wasn't
bother
he
him
wasn't
long.
worried about it. No,
Yeah.
he just kind of he really didn't care what people thought, which was cool, and I think
Right.
it's part of the reason why it worked. So,
Well, fair enough.
but yeah, it was funny when it happened though.
Yeah. I bet it, yeah.
Well, going backwards a little bit, I have no idea what I'm doing for New Year's, but I'm excited for it.
It's gonna be fun regardless.
Just see all the fakes.
Oh, one of Mason, one of our buddies. I don't know if he told you what happened to him, but he was in Uptown on a bike, and he was plastered, and he just crashed his bike. I saw him a couple days later, and he just had scabs all over him. I was like, "What happened?" He goes, "We went to Uptown. I didn't want to go, but I got on a bike, and I was just like crashing into everything. I left that thing in the middle of the sidewalk."
Like a bicycle.
Yeah, it's one of those Lime bikes,
Like one of those
ride chairs.
ones you
Oh,
can
yeah.
rent.
Okay.
Oh God, poor
Rip.
guy.
I think it would be pretty cool to go to a big city and like hang out for New Year's.
Yeah, that's why I kind of want to. I do kind of want to like get out of.
I always say
Dallas
like
for a little
I always feel like, oh, that'd be really fun, but then like we go to those bars in Uptown, and I'm like, I hate this. Like I don't want to be stuck like butt to nut
Yeah.
with everybody. Like that sucks.
Well, I don't like clubs. I'm no matter where I end up, I want to try to avoid like a club at all
Like
costs.
a social hour.
Because I like when
Bars are what
We
you
can play
go
skee
for.
ball and make
I-
friends with the bartender.
we went to the I went to this
Barcadia.
place in Barcadia is cool.
Shout out.
There's this place in Deep Ellum called the Backyard, I think,
Okay.
and they have like they've
Is it kind of like the garden here? Or
kind of that.
It's just like an outdoor bar, like kind of.
Yeah, it's like
with
it's
games.
not outdoor though. It's weird. You have to go see it. It's like outdoors and then or it's indoors and then it's outdoors and then it's like there's like no roof on one part. I think I was really drunk last time I went, but they have like a whole bunch of different games. They got like Jenga and they have beer pong tables set up like with the holes in the table and you put the cups in. It's like that kind of setup. It was cool. It was a cool place. I would like that one.
Yeah, I'd be down.
It's a little bit more up tempo than Barcadia, but it equals out because all the
Does it
stuff
have
you get to
skee
do.
ball?
I think it does have skee ball.
Oh well, then I mean,
Let's
I'm-
go.
I'm in.
Yeah, who's got skee ball? Hell, my mom likes skee ball in a bar.
Isn't it
We're
just so
going.
much nicer to go to a bar or like to when you're going out and being able to like socialize still
Yes.
and not like I don't know. Maybe we're just old people.
I am 21 years old, and I am already like, I don't want people touching me constantly, and I better be able to talk to somebody over the music.
Yeah, you shouldn't be like. There shouldn't be like.
Well,
Is
you
that
shouldn't
just
have
like
to yell at people when we're like
Is that
2
just
feet away.
like is that just not like us? Like, are we just older, or was that like just rules of engagement?
no,
in
I
the
seriously
bar?
think
I
it
don't know.
comes with age.
Yeah,
'Cause
but like
when
we're
I'm
not old,
18,
though.
19 years old, I kind of wanted to go to the
Oh, so
club,
you're
like the
saying
party,
that-
like
You're
kind of
saying
party.
that like the years have been pushed back. So like whereas that might have been like 5 years ago, it might have been like or maybe like 10 years ago.
Mark's
The age-
outside.
The age might have been pushed back to like
May-
early
maybe.
30s, late 20s, but now it's like
Well, I
now we're in
also
our early 20s and we don't like to party.
yeah. Well, I also think that I think it's the kind of people that we are.
Yeah.
We are social people. We don't like to like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah, I'm not a big
How are
rager.
you? And
None
like,
of us
no,
are.
I'd rather just like sit in a
Joey
booth.
used to be.
I mean, I like to rage every now and then, but I don't rage like I used to,
Mhm.
which is weird.
All right.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Think about that. I just said my age, and I said like I used to.
Yeah.
No,
Old.
That's not good.
Yeah. Fucking old balls.
You've lived a crazier life than most
From
at that age.
from 14 to now. 14 to 21, I've probably lived 3 other people's lives.
Worth of excitement.
Yeah.
I'd agree.
I made it count. So
you were just early.
Moral of the story.
You just early.
I peaked in high school.
Yeah.
Hey, so did I. It's okay.
I peaked in high school too. I think senior year was peak for me.
Sophomore. No, I didn't even make it to senior year.
Okay, so while we're kind of on this topic, what are the 3, in your opinion, 3 best drinking games? Just by like not necessarily by any particular value, but just by whatever. What's the best? Like crowd pleaser or like competition or skill wise. What is it?
You gotta put like something like stack cup or flip cup, something like that. So like something where the whole like everybody is involved. So like I'll probably do flip cup. People like flip cup. I like stack cup.
I'm a big stack cup proponent or slap cup, whatever you.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Whatever you can afford based on the mess you want to clean up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stack cup's definitely the easiest.
All right. Well, first of all, let's go ahead and get the classics out of the way, which are whatever variation of beer pong you play.
Water pong.
Quarters is a little outdated for our people. It's still fun if you feel like getting it on.
I never played quarters.
Yeah. Quarters is a good time. Flip cup, beer pong, quarters. There's probably one I'm missing, but those are pinnacle. Like everybody knows those.
Yeah. I think, and then we got Stack Cup, which, I mean, also a great one.
That's just a good one because if you get a game that everybody can play and it's like intense.
It is intense. That is an intense game.
I'm also a pretty big advocate for when we bring out the cards.
Card games
any
can be great.
It's like any kind of
like
card game.
I really enjoy like
King's Cup or something.
King's Cup.
Yeah.
Fuck the dealer.
I can't play King's Cup all the time because I've only played it like that was the only game I played for like 2 weeks, and I was like, okay, I can't.
Is fuck the dealer and ride the bus the same?
No, riding the bus.
I like riding the bus.
Riding the bus has a big variation. Like there's a bunch of variations to it. Like some of them play like a pyramid, like the pyramid thing where you do that, and riding the bus. Riding the bus can also be part of Irish poker, which is awesome.
And Irish poker is really fun. We need to play that soon.
Yeah. Red or black, high or low, inside outside. Yeah, that's a great game. I mean, there's no purpose, but
Bingo Bongo, Deuces. I don't know, Office reference. I'm sorry. You
know,
who
said that?
Kevin, when he's
when
they're playing golf. He's like, so $20 per hole, and he's like, oh, what are we doing? Bingo Bongo? But it's
dude, that's also because Kevin's a gambler. Because if you go back to when they're like playing cards, he's like, sevens are wired, sevens are wild, twos are high, jacks are.
Yeah,
and it's like. What the hell?
Speaking of entertainment, to go all the way back, I have seen many things on Netflix. So,
seen many things on Netflix.
Yeah, like TV shows and like movies.
Oh,
I usually was like, this looks kind of interesting. Let me just watch this. Haven't been a big like Friends person, so don't like be like, have you seen Friends? Well, fuck you. You haven't seen Friends.
Office number 1, and then Parks and Rec, and then New Girl.
The only thing, the only time I ever watched Friends was like at 2 a.m. at the Jersey Shore whenever it was on. Just like the only thing that was on TV.
Oh yeah,
I just put it on, fall asleep.
For what? New Girl?
Friends.
Yeah, that's fair.
That was George Lopez for me.
Oh,
falling asleep on the couch at George Lopez.
I mean, that was that 70s show for me. So yeah.
Nice. What? We're very diverse.
I like George. I fucked with George. Like Nick at Night. Anything that was kind of on Nick at Night, I was kind of like, Nick at Night.
Oh, the maid or whatever. I didn't like that one.
I don't know. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay.
What iconic comedy show did you not find funny?
Comedy show?
Like just whatever.
Oh, Family Matters. I didn't think, I don't think Steve Urkel's funny at all.
Yeah, that's fair.
I wasn't, like Steve Urkel.
No,
that's funny because
he was just really annoying.
Yeah,
like I always felt for, what's his name, Carl, the dad.
Yeah,
it was Carl.
I have 2. I thought, what was it? Everyone Hates Raymond or whatever.
Oh yeah, I didn't like that one.
I wasn't a big one. Okay, I have 3. I wasn't never a big Seinfeld person.
No, I mean that's a little before our time.
Yeah,
also.
that was.
I guess. And then, oh crap, I lost on the 3rd one. So you go ahead.
Everyone
I forgot
Hates
it.
Raymond.
It was a cartoon. It's Futurama. Never got into Futurama.
Yeah, Futurama was never my jam.
Yeah,
I never watched it. my little brothers watched it recently, and it's like kind of funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
like,
no,
I
no.
think
I
watching
think they
it
all
now.
have their moments too.
But I
'cause
didn't. I
otherwise they
never
wouldn't have
watched
been
it.
successful.
I've
I
also-
never watched it now.
Okay,
Or back then.
newer things. I never really. I mean, I'll enjoy watching a couple episodes of it every now and then or whatever. But I was just never like let's put on Bob's Burgers. That's me.
I do find Bob's Burgers funny, actually.
You
Bob's
do?
Burgers
Okay,
is funny,
fair.
but I'm with you on that one too.
I think-
I'm never putting it on.
I think-
I'm never turning it
I
on.
think my Bob's Burgers, which is ironic because one of the actors is the same, is Archer.
Archer.
Oh yeah.
I do love Archer, but it has to be kind of on my own terms.
Yeah,
Fair.
I binged Archer for a while, freshman year of college, and then
It's a
I
good
watched like the
show.
first 2 or 3 seasons, and then I haven't watched it since.
Danger Zone.
Wait, what was yours that you didn't find funny?
A lot of like for me, I don't know why, but it took me a minute to get into Family Guy, but I'm into it now, and I can put Family Guy on pretty much whenever.
Yeah, I
American
love
Dad.
Family Guy.
Y'all
I like
American
American
Dad?
Dad too.
American Dad,
kills
I think,
me.
is more funny.
I think
Good
it's funnier, yeah.
morning, USA. I'm not copyright. Sorry, can't do that.
But what's that show you guys love? Oh, freaking Drake and Josh, guys.
Oh, I love Drake and
Oh,
Josh.
It's just
I don't get that at all.
it's irritating to watch.
Why?
That's
I think
actually,
it. I think
kinda-
that's a.
I tip
Go
the
ahead.
scale on that. Like, you guys think it's funny, and I like it pain. Like, it kind of causes me anxiety and pain.
I think it's a humor that comes with like. No, I'm not gonna say it's a stupidity humor because I still to this day
that'd
love.
be me. That'd be me if it was stupidity humor. That'd be right up my alley.
I will say
yeah,
that
I
when
guess.
we were watching it on Hulu that one time, I was like, "Dang, this!" Like it was funnier when we were younger.
Absolutely, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Drake and Josh is still a banger of a TV show.
there's just too many like big, like every time somebody talks, it ends in like just this massive statement and like,
Hug me, brother.
yeah, like it's
Boob.
so unnecessary constantly.
You boob.
Yeah, stupid boob. Hug me, bruh. Like it's like every sentence ends with this big statement. I'm like, you
Are you
can't
calling
sit,
me a liar?
like I
I'm
can't
not
sit,
calling you a truther.
like you can't sit on the couch and I couldn't sit on the couch and do homework because it's just constant like elevated like noises.
You also
Okay.
got to think they're like that's who their audience was, like kids with like short attention spans.
It's true. I mean,
Yeah.
it still would be, but damn.
Yeah, I got you though.
Damn.
I
Big
feel you.
screaming.
It is
It's hard
it
to
is-
watch.
It was harder to watch now.
Oh damn.
Well,
What
like
was
put
your-
it this way: 2020 elections coming up. Oprah Winfrey might be running. If Josh Peck does not vote for her,
Her?
sorry,
Your pronouns.
my pronouns, man, I'm so bad at them. I'm gonna.
It's weird because
I'm never gonna give Drake and Josh the benefit of it. So I feel like he at this point, the amount of love he had for Oprah, he has to vote.
Yeah, he did.
You
That's
know-
so
you know?
funny.
I think you would.
I
Would
think
you
so,
vote
too.
for Oprah?
Would I vote for no? I just don't think that's
Probably not. But
If Oprah makes it that far, I'm just
like
I'm
she's
voting for Oprah.
she's like wildly successful.
if she makes it to the general and it's between him and or her, oh my gosh, I'm so
It's
bad.
weird because it's like that's shouldn't be something that he messes up on so
No,
much.
it's
But it's like
so
it's
bad at it.
always the opposite. It's
For
so weird.
people are dogs, it doesn't matter. It's all the same.
Yeah, that's just really odd to me that.
I'm glad that y'all are now picking it up because it's been it's been pretty hard for me to pick up pronouns for I'm telling you years.
Your whole life.
Yeah, my whole life I've been calling he's, she's, and she's, he's.
The only other person I know that did that was my grandfather, and he had a stroke.
It's a bad sign.
It's not. Yeah, you're not starting very high.
Is that like a direct correlation? You mess up on your pronouns, you have a stroke later in life.
I don't know. He just kind of had a stroke, and it damaged the part of his brain for proper nouns and stuff like that.
It's funny.
Everything was
Maybe you'll get it one
something
day.
else. Like he wanted one of his most famous lines was like, "Do you want anything in the store?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, like I want that stuff." And so we always kind of wait for him to like explain it and try and figure out what he meant. And so he's sitting in the chair and he's like, "I want that stuff, you know. It's like ground up dead people." And everybody paused for a second, looked around, and they're like, "Oh, ground beef. He wants ground beef from the start."
Oh God.
But everybody was like, "Hold on, we're
Wait a
getting."
second.
And we said ground beef, and he goes, "Yes." And we're like, "All right, sweet, done." His glasses, he called his bikes. Like big fish were whales. Like it was like you kind of had to figure things out over
A
time.
little guessing game.
But Mason,
It's like
you're
secret
not there
code.
yet. Avoid it.
I've also you've gotten better. You used to like mess up and then not even attempt a correction. But you catch yourself now. It's just you catch yourself a little late.
Well, I always catch myself. It's just a matter of, do I really want, like, is it really worth my time to bring it back and have it 15 seconds on,
I think so.
You're terrible at
I
pronouns.
think so because then
It's really not that big of a deal, because
How
if
else
I'm
you gonna
saying
learn your
he,
lesson?
if I'm saying he or she, I'm probably not talking to him or her like to their face.
yeah,
So-
but
This day and age, that could really be a problem.
yeah.
I might as well just say it at all times, anyways. So
Then that could be offensive.
Them, they, just roll with it.
I mean, you're a dude.
You can't get in trouble. We're not in trouble, but you can get shit on for
Yeah,
messing with
there's
people's
no
pronouns.
legal repercussions that's in court. Like, they're figuring that out, actually.
I mean, if people want to shit on me for 5
like-
minutes about how I'm terrible at pronouns, let it be, because it's probably never going to change. So sorry.
Fair enough.
That's just who you are.
Yeah.
It's
sorry.
like making fun of your ears.
A disability.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're disabled.
Would that be considered
Guess
hate
so.
speech? Or is that what the argument it is, or what?
Well, so on one side, it's like hate speech. It's considered by some to be hate speech because you're not addressing somebody by what they wish to be called.
Yeah.
And so the first time it's not, the second time and every time after it would be, because you're not respecting them.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other end, it's like, it gets really political, and it's like, well, what are you? What side of the line do you stand on there? And hate speech also is kind of like one of those things, because we have the First Amendment that protects free speech, and hate speech is not something that technically is like legally enforceable.
Yeah. I mean, if just like on a basic level, if you call somebody by a pronoun that they don't want to be like labeled as, and then you do it again after, like if you just like fuck you, I'm gonna call you whatever I want to call you.
Yeah.
That's just kind of like disrespectful, and you're just like looking for trouble
Yeah.
to start with anyway.
But
So, like,
but in Canada, it's illegal
to what?
to you have to use the pronouns and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and you can actually get in trouble.
Like with the law?
Yeah, a comedian got put in front of a human rights tribunal in Canada.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
But the United States is standing behind like freedom of expression and free speech and stuff. So you don't get in trouble, even if you're being a total dick about it.
yeah. But why be a dick? But whatever.
Yeah. I mean,
Some people are just assholes.
it's fair. Just roll with it.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
What's the time?
I have a speech impediment. I'm sorry.
Bro, let it go.
Jeez. All right. So I think.
Time check.
53.
Damn. All right.
-6.
That's true. So one, I have a question. What happened to ratemypoop.com?
Dude, I don't know.
'Cause-
I actually looked it up before you, like a couple months ago. And then you said something about it last week or so, or
Yeah.
a couple days ago. And I thought it was funny because I was like, I looked that up because it was the same podcast that I was listening to. So I knew where you got it from.
Yeah.
So, and then I also looked it up, and like, it's not this.
Like,
It's not what
nobody uploads
Yeah,
anymore. Come
yeah.
on. Where's the effort?
Yeah,
It's
you
never
gotta get
on
some
that.
effort.
It was
Gotta
never
get some
on
effort.
Rate my
Ah,
poop.
jeez.
Yeah, just go in and get an incognito tab on. Just
I took
go.
I
See
took
what
the
happens.
most concerning shit of my life after eating a lot of beets. Yeah.
Beets are not good. What's a lot of beets?
I ate a lot of beets, so it turns the water red.
I know, but like, what is a lot of beets to you?
I ate a beet and a half.
Okay, yeah. What's a lot of beets?
And so
You turn the water red.
it turns water red. And so you sit there for however long you're there and you stand up and you look down and you're like, oh my God, that's not good. Like, I stood up, I looked down, and I had a moment of shock. And I was like, do I need to go see somebody for this? Like, what's going on? It took me about 5 minutes to realize, oh, I ate a lot of beets last night.
Why did you eat a lot of beets?
The diet. Just eating healthy for a
I
diet.
don't like beets.
And I was like,
They're not
oh,
good.
geez, look at that. That is something.
The
I gotta
shape of them scares me. So
So you don't eat onions either?
Exactly.
Yeah, he doesn't like onions.
That's true. Actually, Fuck, I didn't even think
You don't
about
eat a
that.
lot of vegetables though.
I
I
do.
hate tomatoes. Huh?
I do eat vegetables.
Like what?
I like carrots and broccoli, and I like
Guys,
we
I like
walk in tomorrow,
zucchini, and I like.
Mason just eating a carrot,
Oh yeah,
a little baby carrot.
it's not like something I'll go out and buy. Just be like, oh, I love these things.
We-
But like, I'm gonna eat them if they're on my plate. I like green beans,
I
but
like
I'll
green beans.
I'll put this up there. I was a very picky eater, and I didn't like a lot of things that I.
Like when you're younger.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
even like high school days, like
Katie,
I had a pretty-
Katie broke me out of that one.
yeah. I
Dating
think
a vegetarian makes you kind of have to be a little bit more lenient.
I just
with
think
what you eat.
college. I think college broke me into things, and because I mean, my brother's a damn chef. Like I
Yeah,
can't eat
that's true.
anything that he eats if I'm just gonna like just like let it happen, you know. So
yeah. But all right. So on a different note, we need to start watching some hockey.
I'm down.
Dude, I tried. I did actually try looking something up about hockey.
New Year's resolution.
Yeah, hockey. We need to sit down and watch
I already
some
have
hockey.
my, I guess, being adventurous. All right.
Yeah, come on, hockey.
All right, I
Hockey's
guess.
fun.
Yeah, hockey.
Like I've
Dude,
never.
hockey games are the best games.
They are.
I'd go to one live. It's just hard to get into.
Yeah, honestly, like, and like that's this thing. I've never loyally followed hockey. I love hockey. I love watching it. Like I love watching the players do like crazy shit. It's a great game.
Yeah.
It's so violent. It's great. But
I'll
we
do my
need to
best.
watch some freaking hockey. I don't care if you got to tap into the Stars or even if you pick the Penguins, whatever.
Well, we'll pick it up because he picked it up, or he picked up baseball during playoffs.
Yeah, that's true.
I
That
mean,
doesn't
it is
even
kind of
start
a-
till the end of,
Yeah.
end of March.
It is kind of a long like ways, but those are definitely more enjoyable games than.
That's good.
than-
I'm
It's
beating the
like-
dead horse here, but you can't ask me to watch hockey if you're not going to try to
That's
watch
true.
the
I haven't
basketball.
watched any basketball. Actually, I did watch a Sixers game over Thanksgiving.
With your mom.
Because your dad
Dad.
was watching it.
Your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your mom's always watching something.
Yeah, my mom just chills on the couch, watches TV, man.
Yeah.
She's got it down.
I enjoy that. I enjoy watching whatever's on television.
I watch the most amount of sports is when I go home with my mom.
Yeah.
We just sit on the
Is she
couch.
is she the big sports person in your family?
Yeah. I mean, we all love sports. We all love basketball and
Right, yeah.
football. I just think, like the end of the night comes, my dad's tired. He's like either on his phone or going to bed, and then my mom's up. So we just watch it.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
She likes to hang out with me and watch it. I like to hang out with her and watch it. Last time we watched, I think it was the playoffs or something, and we had like 4 or 5 beers together, just kicking it with my mom.
That's fun.
It was
Dang.
dope.
Yeah, my mom. Whenever I go home, I don't think my mom drinks unless I'm home. To be honest, like when I get home, it doesn't matter if I just pulled in the driveway. She's like, "Hey, my tumbler's on the table. It's empty." And I'm like, "Oh damn! All right, I guess I'll leave my bags in the car." And so I go grab her tumbler and get some. I don't know. Usually, vodka and some limes and stuff, and get going.
Totally random question. Do your siblings come home
So
for like holidays and stuff?
Since my sister and now my brother-in-law, since they just got married, but they'd always split up. Usually they would do like Thanksgiving, like
Pick
with
a
us,
holiday.
and then or Christmas over there or
Mhm.
whatever. This year they did Thanksgiving with the other family, and they're coming with us to Colorado to see my brother because
Okay.
he works the day before and day after Christmas. This is his big season, so we're going up to see him.
I got you.
So it'll be fun. But
Y'all gonna stay at that house cabin? Or what?
no.
It's a different part of
It's a
Colorado.
different part of Colorado. So Aspen's like 4 hours, I think, away. But it'll be good because there's a ton of breweries where we're going.
Oh yeah,
We
That'd
did
be
one
cool.
last time, and it was
Is it Fort Collins, right?
yeah. We went
Yeah.
to New Belgium last time. We're gonna do probably a different one. And there's one of the best chocolate shops I've ever been to there. Old Town, it's great.
Yeah,
That'd
Fort
be
Collins
cool.
is really cool. I went and walked around Colorado State one time, and it's a
It's a good town.
It's an okay campus. It's a pretty town though.
You
It's
got
a-
it,
yeah.
but it's not for everyone. That's for sure. It's a great place to go, and I could probably spend 2 weeks there. But at the end of the 2 weeks, I'd probably be like, okay, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened with me in Texas.
I
State.
think you're a homeboy Texan though
Yeah, no, I'm always gonna live.
in Texas.
Not even that. I limit it myself even more. I'm always gonna live within 3 hours of my ranch.
You guys
Well, you're always
stay
there
close.
anyways, so
Yeah.
it's always nice to have around.
Is it 3 hours
if
from
you-
here?
What?
Your range?
No, it's 5,
Okay.
6, 5. Actually, it's probably dead on 5.
Yeah,
So I just skip the Metroplex.
yeah, you go. Yeah, but it's like, yeah, it's kind of in a nice location to be honest.
is.
Like a great location for a ranch that's like still kind of close to a city,
Yeah, no,
a big city at that.
it works.
But far enough to be like,
out there.
Excluded. Yeah,
It's so.
it's like perfect.
It used to be so quiet, and now at night you can hear like generators and stuff.
Oh really? Oh,
For-
that's annoying.
your incident. Oh, good.
Jeez, I wonder where that's going. Yeah, but it's like the natural gas wells and stuff that are like right at the top of the hill. You can walk outside at night and you just hear just running. It's kind of a shame.
Yeah.
The incident that you had
Which
on
one?
your ranch.
Oh, when I burned
Almost
it down.
burned it down, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
There's a story that I saw about they were doing a gender reveal, but they lined up like they just had like the powder like the things
Yeah.
that like pop,
Blue or pink.
but they had explosives tied to it, like a bunch. So the dude like
with a gun. So
yeah,
tannerite and a
went
gun,
super
basically. You
far,
shoot it and it
just
explodes.
Shoot it and explode. It exploded, and then the explosion was way too big, and it caused a huge wildfire.
Oh, God.
That's
And
so bad. You were
he
telling
has
me about this.
$8.2 million worth of damages,
Huh.
and he has to start paying it back now.
Oh, God. And he's got a kid now, probably.
Yeah, and he's a kid. Yeah,
At this point, yeah.
yeah.
At that.
he's
Jeez.
because I was like the whole court proceedings had to have happened. So
No, dude. Yeah, no, I got lucky. I had 9 fire trucks out at my place when I burned it down. It was like 50 acres or something. It's still a lot.
was it was your land?
But it was only ours. But the thing
so
was,
yeah, that's what happened is that it stretched to like everybody else's land too.
if it got to the road and jumped the road and started burning down, even if it was somebody else's like field where they're just growing crops,
Mhm.
I would have been in a lot of trouble.
Yeah,
But it worked out. That was
For the
one
best,
of the
yeah.
it's just a
scariest.
fresh start for your ranch.
No, and that's the thing is 6 weeks later, everything was about 2 inches tall, 3 inches tall, growing, and it was neon green grass. And I've never seen that many coyotes and rabbits in one area in one. Like,
Really?
It was
Wow.
incredible.
People actually do that though, like controlled burns.
It's a great way to reset everything and make like the wildlife.
If you know how to do it.
Yeah, not
Properly.
by accident.
Yeah.
Jeez, dude. That was one of the scariest experiences of my life. So,
Yeah.
yeah. You walk outside and a whole field is
I
5
can't
feet
even
on
imagine.
tall on fire. That'll scare you. So, all right. I guess we'll go ahead and wrap it up on that note. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you made it this far. And we'll see y'all next week.
See ya.
Peace.